بالنظر إلى وجهك الكريم.
It's Ramadan. It's the season of sharing and caring. As Muslim faithfuls all over the world pray and fast, may peace reign all over, especially in troubled regions. Allah's blessing to us all. May the supplication of every sincere heart be heard. Ramadan Kareem, from all of us at Voice of the People Television.
Well, hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news and Voice of the People TV. I am Vivian Oguche. Before we begin the news, kindly visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. First, the headlines. Lawmakers accuse Fubara of stalling budget process, denies receiving Gov's letter. And party chairman Damagum raises the alarm over resignation rumor. Lamido rejects El Rufai's invitation to SDP. He says he can't make them leave PDP. Military personnel, schools, religious bodies, trade unions to be exempted from tax reform bill. In business, Tinubu tasks FUPRE on innovative research and AI. In entertainment news, Bam Bam says kidney failed, a liver shut down during delivery. And in sports, Oyibo claims junior girls 200 meters crown. Now on the news in detail. The Rivers State House of Assembly has accused Governor Sim Fubara of frustrating the implementation of the Supreme Court's judgment, particularly the directive requiring him to represent the 2025 appropriation bill to the lawmakers. The Martin Amaule-led House, which is loyal to the former governor and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, made the accusation through its chairman, House Committee on Information and spokesperson Dr. Enemi George in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, on Sunday. George urged the public to pressure the governor to follow due process in presenting the 2025 appropriation bill rather than attempting to gain public sympathy by portraying lawmakers as obstacles. He challenged the governor to produce an acknowledged copy of the letter he claimed to have sent to the House. And now the embattled acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Ambassador Umar Damagum, yesterday alleged mischief by some highly placed persons to force him out of office. Damagum said the plot entailed a rumor that he had resigned. He denied quitting and warned the brains behind the rumor to desist. Damagum, in a statement by his aide Nuru Shehu Jas, said the formless authors of the fake news had attributed their source of information as a television station, which is equally false. He cautioned these mischief makers to desist forthwith from spreading fake news to malign a dedicated and hardworking acting national chairman. He said the party's constitution guarantees the chairman a 4-year tenure. Damagum, who took over as acting national chairman following the exit of Dr. Iyorchia Ayu in the aftermath of the PDP's defeat in the 2023 presidential election, has been under El-Rufai's call. In a separate BBC Hausa interview on Sunday, Lamido described the former governor's invitation as an insult, saying the PDP laid the foundation for El-Rufai's political career. Now, wages earned by military personnel, funds accruing to religious bodies, pension funds, profit-oriented schools, trade unions, and cooperative societies will be exempt from taxation once the newly passed tax reform bills take effect. The Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund, is set to receive 50% of revenues generated from the development levy contained in the tax reform bills recently approved by the House of Representatives. Despite initial controversies surrounding the introduction of the four bills, mostly adopted the recommendations of its Special Ad Hoc Committee on Finance during plenary on Thursday. The Senate is expected to consider and pass its version of the bills this week. while the House is scheduled to conduct the third reading and final passage at plenary on Tuesday. Sources close to the House leadership said that diplomatic efforts led by Speaker Abbas Tajuddin played a key role in securing smooth deliberations and approval of the bills. And now the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has intercepted multiple drug consignments hidden in prayer beads, board games, and female clothing bound for the United States, Saudi Arabia, Italy, and Poland. The crackdown, carried out through intelligence-led operations, also led to the arrest of 2 suspects at Muritala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA, Lagos. Among those apprehended was a 43-year-old businesswoman, Jakpo Egwari May, who was caught with 190 parcels of tramadol and skunk while attempting to board an Air France flight to Italy. In her statement, she admitted to purchasing the drugs herself with the intent to resell them abroad. And away from that, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has refuted claims that it opposed the recent reduction in premium motor spirit petrol prices by Dangote Refinery and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited. A former presidential aide, Reno Omokri, in a post on his verified X, formerly Twitter, handle on Saturday night, alleged that Ipman was protesting against the federal government due to the affordability of Dangote and NNPCL fuel. Omokri claimed that rather than Nigerians protesting against high fuel prices, all the marketers were instead resisting the price cut. He said that for the first time in Nigeria's history, Ipman, the Independent Petroleum Marketers of Nigeria, were protesting against the Nigerian government because of NNPCL and Dangote refineries' fuel is so cheap that their imported fuel is causing them to lose money. He added that instead of Nigerians protesting high prices, marketers were now railing against low costs. However, Ipman has dismissed Omokri's claims, insisting that it never opposed the recent fuel price reduction, which resulted from the full deregulation of the downstream sector. And now the Human and Environmental Development Agenda HEDA Resource Center has said the reported diversion of 109.5 billion naira in public funds allegedly by a former Accountant General of the Federation, AGF, Ahmed Idris, highlights the urgent need for accountability in public office. HEDA's chairman, Olarewaju Suraju, in a statement on Sunday, also commended the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for its unwavering commitment to fighting corruption. He said that his commitment is evident in the ongoing trial of Idris and others accused of diverting the 109.5 billion naira. He also commended the EFCC's resolve in pursuing the case. Suraju noted that the massive scale of the alleged fraud highlights the urgent need for accountability in public office, urging the judiciary to ensure justice is served promptly, as prolonged trials can embolden corruption and erode public trust in the legal system. Now, Lagos State government has issued an early warning that the state will experience above normal rainfall amounts in the first peak of the 2025 rainy season, with a delayed cessation extending into December. Speaking at the Seasonal Climate Prediction (SCP) press briefing in Alausa, the State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, disclosed that the forecast indicates a longer than usual raining season, beginning in late March and ending in early December. This he revealed in a post on X on Sunday, noting that the rainy season is expected to start as early as the last week of March, while the end of the season is expected in the first week of December. He said the average annual rainfall amount predicted is 1,936 millimeters, which is greater than the long-term 1991 to 2020 average. According to him, the forecast is based on the neutral phase of the El Nino-Sadano oscillation, which persists for the first 6 to 8 months of the year. Over now to Osun State, where government has convened a crucial meeting with monarchs of boundary communities to address growing security concerns in their domains. Recent violent crimes, including kidnappings and attacks on villagers in neighboring Ondo State, have heightened fears among residents of Osun's border towns, particularly those along the Osun-Ondo boundary. Now, many worry that criminals could infiltrate through shared forest areas if proactive measures are not taken. And now, former Senate President Ame Ebute has argued the removal of Benue Chief Judge Justice Maurice Ikpambese by the resolution of the House of Assembly remains valid. He insisted that Justice Ikpambese no longer has the legal authority to order the relocation of the local government election petition tribunals and appeal panel from Makurdi to Abuja. Speaking during an interview, Ebute described the relocation of the tribunals as unprecedented and a violation of legal procedures. Ebute, who is a practicing lawyer actively involved in legal proceedings at the tribunal defending the local government elections in Okpoku local government area, recounted the sequence of events. He explained that tribunal sittings initially commenced in 3 senatorial zones of Benue State, with his zone, Benue South, Zone C, sitting in Otukpo. However, the proceedings were unexpectedly moved to Makurdi, a decision the legal teams questioned but ultimately accepted. Away from Benue State, Nigerian fashion designer Oluwaseun Kuforiji has made history by setting the Guinness World Record for the longest sewing marathon. According to reports, he achieved this incredible feat by hand sewing 22 items over 106 hours and 55 minutes. This remarkable sewathon took place in Ijebode, Ogun State from January 22 to 26, 2025. The longest sewing marathon is 106 hours, 55 minutes, 20 seconds and was achieved by Oluwaseun Kuforuji in Ijebode, Ogun, Nigeria from the 22nd to 26th January 2025. Oluwaseun hopes to promote fashion craftsmanship and inspire creativity in others. He sewed 22 items during his attempt. The post reads, Kuforuji's goal was to highlight the importance of craftsmanship and creativity in the fashion industry. Well, congratulations to Oluwaseun. Coming up next, business, sports, and entertainment stories. After the show break, stay with us.
Ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest. It's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand.
It's Ramadan. It's the season of sharing and caring. As Muslim faithfuls all over the world pray and fast, may peace reign all over, especially in troubled regions. Allah's blessing to us all. May the supplication of every sincere heart be heard. Ramadan Kareem, from all of us at Voice of the People Television.
Business news now. The Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Eforon Delta State, has been charged to develop sustainable and innovative research that creates opportunities to drive Nigeria's economic prosperity. President Bola Tinubu, who is FUPRE visitor, gave the charge during the institution's fourth convocation, stating that such specialized institutions are critical to the oil sector and Nigeria's economic growth. Represented by the Vice Chancellor of the Nigeria Maritime University, Okirin Koko, Professor Emmanuel Adigio, Tinubu also stressed the potential of artificial intelligence to drive development and growth. Therefore, he urged graduates to upgrade their skills with AI and acquire new ones. According to Tinubu, FUPRE's role in energy research and innovation should align with government's goals in driving economic prosperity and creating opportunities for all. He added that by partnering the government and industry, the university could be a key player in providing sustainable energy solutions for the nation. Meanwhile, Tinubu assured of government's commitment to supporting the varsity's growth, especially in securing opportunities to help fulfill its mandate and lead in the energy sector. Now, the Transmission Company of Nigeria has accused the Benin Electricity Distribution Company of misleading the public over power outages in the Benin district. This followed the BEDC's claim on the 14th of March 2025 that TCN's maintenance activities caused power outages in Sapele, Abraka, Uheli, Shell, and industrial areas. However, in a statement on Sunday, the TCN General Manager Public Affairs Ndidi Mba said the maintenance work had nothing to do with the blackout experienced by BEDC's 33 kV customers. According to her, TCN only requested a planned outage on the 11th of March at the Amugbe transmission station, which was completed the same day and power restored. She added that it had nothing to do with power delivery to BEDC customers. Mba said the only valid statement in BEDC's publication was about the Oheli and Shell 33 kV feeder, which tripped off due to a fault on the 14th of March. However, she disclosed that the TCN was currently working to restore bulk power supply to the affected feeder. The statement further stressed that all other areas the BEDC mentioned in its release as experiencing power delivery issues were due to a fault on BEDC's 33 kV feeders. Well, sports news now. We begin with athletics. Success Oyibo put in a stunning lifetime best of 23.71 seconds to win the Junior Girls 200 meters title at the MTN Champs Athletics Classics. Having already claimed silver in the 100 meters, Oyibo improved her times from both the heats and semifinals at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City to take gold on the first day of the three-day competition. Perisite Singer came second with a personal best of 24 minutes 24 seconds, while Vivian Iyamu completed the podium with 24 minutes 30 seconds finishing. In the men's junior category, David Akalu bettered his lifetime best to 21 minutes 29 seconds to claim the title, finishing ahead Wilfred Anwonusi, who finished in 21 minutes 34 seconds, and Enyola Shiro, who finished in 21 minutes 35 seconds in the closely contested race. Meanwhile, Sophia Efetobore picked the sprint double of the senior women's 200 meters in 23 minutes 72 seconds. Trailing her in 24 minutes 58 seconds for silver was Jane Onyeneo, while Janet Adeshinyo got bronze in 24 minutes 90 seconds. Powering to victory in the senior men's 200 meters was Lucky Daji with a time of 21 minutes 09 seconds, followed by Emmanuel Ojeli at 29 minutes 28 seconds and Augustine Izuruike for the bronze in 21 minutes 53 seconds. Now, the National Women's High Jump record holder, Temitope Adesina, has scaled a new season's best of 1.94 meters high on Saturday to win her first National Collegiate Athletic Association title. Her triumph at the NCAA Indoor Championships at the Virginia Beach Sports Center in the United States also earned her a place in Nigeria's history books as the nation's first NCAA title winner in high jump. Additional finished joint top with Elena Kulichenko in the U.S. collegiate national title, with both athletes tying after the last round of jumps and opting not to go for a jump-off. By that decision, they shared the title and pushed former champion Rachel Glenn down to third. The Lagos-born Texas Tech athlete Adesina had finished fourth in the event last year. She had her breakout in 2022 when she won the Nigerian national title and also qualified for the African Championships. The 26-year-old won her second consecutive title last year and also represented the country at the African Championships and the Paris Olympics. Well, entertainment news now. Reality star and actress Bam has disclosed she had a traumatic childbirth, with her kidney failing, heart weakening, and liver shutting down. In a recent episode of Me and My Girls on Fertitude, Bam said her life was threatened during childbirth. She disclosed that her daughter had detached from the placenta and a delayed arrival at the hospital would have resulted in a stillbirth. According to her, everything was just shutting down, and if she had been a second late, the baby would have lost oxygen and it would have been a stillbirth. However, she was grateful for the medical intervention that saved her and her daughter, adding that the ordeal left her with emotional scars. Bam said she had to undergo therapy to walk her through being grateful and to cope with the lingering thoughts of what might have happened with less luck. Well, finally, on entertainment news, Ijoba Lande's wife, Darasimi, has begged for forgiveness from her husband and Nigerians worldwide for her recent viral and scandalous infidelity. Regretting her actions and vowing never to repeat same, Darasimi, who gave the apology on the Talk to Be podcast, pleaded with Ijoba Lande not to be upset with her. According to her, she was also begging everyone she had disappointed and Nigerians all over the world, stating that this was not her true personality. She vowed never to walk close to such mess again. Darasimi's apology followed similar statements from actor Babati and Marigold, Ijoba Lande's manager and Darasimi's best friend, who had also expressed regrets over their roles in the scandal. Babati, who initially denied the allegations, later admitted to a brief sexual encounter with Darasimi, while Marigold confessed to facilitating their meeting. And that wraps it up for us on the news at 9. Before we go though, a quick look at the headlines. First, we told you that lawmakers are accusing Fubara of stalling budget processes, denying receiving Gov's letter. And Party Chairman Damagum raises the alarm over resignation rumor. Also, Lamido rejects El-Rufai's invitation to SDP, says he can't make them leave the PDP. And military personnel, schools, religious bodies, trade unions to be exempt from tax reforms bill. In business, Tinubu tasks Fupre on innovative research and AI. And in entertainment news, Bam says kidney failed, a liver shut down during delivery. In sports news, Oyibo claims Ejinagol's 200 meters crown. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV. And on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. I am Vivian Uguche. Good evening.